I still remember the exact moment my life split into the moment. I realized the people I trusted most had I already decided I didn't matter. It started with a phone call I wasn't supposed to hear. Comment below which country you're watching from. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this channel. Yeah, the funds cleared this morning, my dad said, his voice low, almost casual. We'll move it before she notices. I froze halfway down the hallway, my hand still gripping the wall for balance. Funds? My stomach dropped. 3 months earlier, I'd been in a car accident that nearly killed me. Broken ribs, a shattered ankle, weeks of physical therapy. The settlement check was supposed to help me rebuild medical bills, rent, everything, but I never even saw it. I stepped into the kitchen, my voice shaking. What funds? My mom didn't even look guilty. She just sighed like I was being difficult. Honey, sit down. That's when my dad said it, the sentence that burned itself into my memory. It's family money. We're managing it like I was a child, like I hadn't just fought my way back from a hospital bed. I laughed, but it came out hollow. That was my settlement. My mom crossed her arms. And we're your family. That was the moment I realized. They had already taken everything. I didn't scream. I didn't cry. Not yet. I just stood there, staring at them, trying to understand how two people who raised me could look so calm after stealing from me. Give it back, I said quietly. My voice didn't even sound like mine. My dad leaned against the counter, arms crossed. It's already been moved, and my heart dropped. Moved where? That's not something you need to worry about, my mom cut in, her tone sharp now. We're using it responsibly, unlike you would. That did it. Responsibly? I snapped. I can't even walk without pain. I have medical bills piling up, and you think I'd waste it? They exchanged a look, that same look parents give when they think their kid is being irrational. We sacrificed for you your whole life, my dad said. Now it's your turn to contribute. Contribute. Like I owed them for surviving. I felt something inside me shift. The hurt didn't disappear, it hardened. Okay, I said slowly, nodding like I understood. Then show me the account. Let me see where my money is. My mom hesitated for half a second. That was all I needed to notice. It's handled, she said again, but this time, her voice wasn't as steady. That's when I knew something was off. Later that night, lying in bed with my leg throbbing, I opened my banking app for the first time in weeks, and what I saw made my stomach turn. Because there was activity, just not from me. I stared at the screen, my fingers going numb as I scrolled. Multiple transfers. Large ones. Done in quick succession like someone was in a hurry to make the money disappear. My heart started pounding. No way. I checked the account details again. It was mine, my name, my settlement. But the access wasn't just mine. That's when it hit me. Years ago, when I was still in college, my dad had helped me set up the account. Just in case, he'd said. Emergency access. I never thought to remove him. I felt sick. I grabbed my phone and called the bank immediately. My voice was shaking, but I forced the words out. Hi, I need to report unauthorized transactions on my account. The woman on the line stayed calm, professional. I can help you with that, ma'am. Can you confirm the last transactions you recognize? I didn't make any of them, I said. None. There was a pause. Typing sounds. Then she said something that made my chest tighten. Ma'am, I'm seeing that the transfers were authorized using a secondary account holder. My jaw clenched. That would be my father. Another pause. I understand, she said gently. However, some of these transfers are flagged for review. My breath caught. Flagged? Why? They were attempted to be moved into an external account that has prior fraud alerts attached to it. Everything inside me went cold. Fraud? I sat up despite the pain shooting through my leg. What does that mean? It means, she said carefully, the receiving account has been under investigation before. I didn't say anything for a few seconds. Then I whispered, can you stop the transfers? Another pause. We already did. And that's when something shifted. Because for the first time since all of this started, I realized they might not get away with it. I didn't confront them right away. For the first time in my life, I stayed quiet, and that silence became my power. The next morning, my mom was in the kitchen like nothing had happened, sipping her coffee. "You look better," she said casually. I forced a small smile. Yeah, I'm figuring things out. And I was. Over the next 48 hours, I worked with the bank, filed a formal fraud report. And this part felt surreal. Spoke to a lawyer. Every document, every transfer, every access log. It all painted the same picture. They hadn't just taken my money. They tried to hide it. By the time the bank called me back, my hands were steady. "Ma'am," the representative said, "the funds have been secured. And due to the nature of the attempted transfers, this case has been escalated." Escalated how? I asked, even though I already knew. "Legal review. Potential fraud investigation." I closed my eyes for a second. Not out of fear, but relief. That evening, I walked into the living room where my parents were sitting. "We need to talk," I said. My dad barely looked up. "About what?" I placed my phone on the table and hit play. The recorded call? The bank confirmation, everything. Their faces changed. Confusion, then panic. "You froze the account?" My mom whispered. "No," I said calmly. "The bank did. Because what you did isn't family money, it's fraud." My dad stood up, his voice rising. "We were trying to protect it." "From who?" I shot back. "Me?" Silence. Heavy, crushing silence. "I trusted you," I said, my voice finally breaking, but I didn't cry. "Not anymore. And you proved exactly why I shouldn't have." A week later, the money was fully returned to me, but something else was gone for good. Them. I moved out, changed my accounts, cut contact. Because in the end, the bank didn't just save my money. It exposed the truth. And that truth set me free. Comment below which country you're watching from, and don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this channel.